just had a weird, like, waking dream, and any door we go through, we're gonna die. That is one magically trapped door.
The entire thing swings open. You can also kind of hear, once the door is opened, this kind of bubbling sounds of a laboratory. An eyeball with a retina attached, and then as you're looking at it, it goes and looks towards you.
Just wet myself. Oh god, I think I shit myself.
Stick the staff right in that hole, and just unleash this cone of cold.
Nez is on the outside of the room and can see people having private conversations again.
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
And it's obviously getting to him.
What are you keeping from me, Raz? You're off constantly talking draconic to people. You two with shifty eyes.
Talking to dragons, you mean?
Yeah, and then not fully explaining what's going on.
I've told you everything the dragons have said.
Red starts to get Riley starts to get really worked up. What are you guys keeping from me?
There's nothing that we're keeping from you.
What are you guys keeping from me?
Okay. It's just this place is scary, okay? And everyone is on edge, and nobody's trusting one another, and we've got to stick together, okay? Like we were before we came to these.
That's what I'm saying.
Nez,
what?
You need to calm down.
What are you keeping from me?
You need to calm down.
I ain't calming down, Raz. What are you keeping from me?
I change into an Allosaur.
What are you keeping from me, Raz?
I don't think this is conducive to good communication, and I think we should take a second. There's nothing we're keeping from you.
And you're giving him shifty eyes. You're having private conversations from me. What are you keeping from me, guys? I can't take this anymore. We're leaving the Darklands with eggs, or we ain't f***ing leaving. What are you guys keeping from me?
No one's.
And you can see he's like really.
Yeah.
Is this? Oh.
Guys, we gotta fucking leave with something. The black coin's falling apart. We gotta fucking leave with something, guys, or we ain't leaving at all.
What do you mean it's falling apart?
There ain't nothing left of the black coin. Why do you think I've been taking jobs from despot fucking wizards who are trying to take over the world? Why do you think I'm heading into the Darklands looking for dragons by myself instead of sending people?
Why did you not tell us that earlier, that the black coin's falling apart? Why have you not told us that? You've left it to now to tell us that our organization's falling apart.
And I go, yes. Why are you not telling us everything? You expect us to trust you, but you won't trust us? What is this? How is this going to help, Nez? We are alone in a dragon mountain and you are threatening us.
You want to know why?
Do you want us to work with you or not?
You want to know why? Power, money, influence. So you tell me, Raz, what are you hiding from me?
You may not lose power and influence, but you just lost your only friends.
You want to know why? I ain't even a f***ing Grim Racket. The name's Naz. Naz Cobblesprocket Dash Bolt Strike. I'm the bastard son of 2 cartels. And in the Lounan Islands, you don't get 2. You get 1 or you get none. And so, you know what that left me with? That left me chained up in the Lounan Islands prison mines, mining gold and silver day and night, chained to the f***ing rock that I was mining. I wish I would have had a cage like that f***ing prismatic dragon in the dungeons of this f***ing place. At least then I would have known I was a prisoner. Instead, I was given just enough freedom to f***ing know what it tastes like. So I spent every goddamn day in that prison mine, thinking of the day that I'd get out of there and murder every f***ing full-blood cartel goblin that I could find. And then one goddamn day I did it. And I left and never looked back, and I did it by myself. I used this f***ing brain and I got out of there.
You killed them all?
I killed every goddamn full blood I could find and never looked back. Do you know what keeps you out of a cage, Raz? Money, power, and influence. That's what keeps a goblin walking the fucking streets of Gurdorn. I'm the only goblin in Gurdorn and I can do it.
Looks like you're still in a cage to me, Naz.
You're a sad man. And I just go and sit down.
He walks up to him and goes, I ain't got much, but the black coin is all I got.
That's all you'll ever have.
The black coin is all you've got, and the way that you have acted, this is not how we act. This is not how we solve problems. This is not how you lead. So I don't understand. You want the black coin to be strong, and then you act like this. You pull a gun on your allies.
Your only allies, and you're losing them. You will never point a gun at me again. You sad, pathetic little man. You alright? You okay?
He just drops his gun on the ground and walks outside. Sits there.
Okay. Spark of the fizzle spark as it hits the ground.
Did Talia know where he was from?
You knew that he was from the Launan Islands because
didn't-
that's where goblins are from, but you didn't know
Any of that,
No.
right?
Beautiful monologue.
Very good.
Beautiful monologue. off
Have a grip.
character.
Oh, no, it's I wish I'd used it earlier.
That's so complicated. He's got a complicated past.
Raz. I think she looks at him for a moment. She doesn't recognize the way that Naz just was. That's never been how he's been. And I think she shares the information that she has with Raz. I think as a fail-safe, I think she needs more people to understand what she's seen and the fact that there's something quite serious going on in terms of so she would share. I have been keeping some information from you. The doctor that is in the basement, he's connected in a way I don't understand. And then she would share those dreams. I think she would share the dream that she had about her dual vision too.
Like the image of taking the baby and the egg.
Yeah, there's something here I don't understand.
Would I know what a hag? Like, would I know that that's a
hags
hag
would
thing?
be, yeah, I mean, hags would definitely be a thing that people would tell their children about, and they would use them as like the boogeyman and be careful, although hag will get you and all this stuff. And so you know the basics of hags are nasty witches that will make deals and like corrupt people and enjoy misery from people.
Yeah, right. And so I know from that dream that means that she is
She was a changeling that was taken by a hag.
I don't understand why they're showing me this together and what that means. But there's something here about the dragons, and if we're looking for eggs, there's something we need to understand that I don't understand yet.
So you don't know what your connection to this place is?
I don't.
Thank you for sharing. Be careful with Naz.
Do you, where do we sit currently in people's knowledge of your stone and your curse? Do people know you have the stone? People have seen the stone because you took it out when Tyrellian attacked.
Because when I was in her body, I felt something about the stone.
You felt that there was an external influence, and you felt that there was something coming from her pouch. You've also seen when she cast Hex on you as a constrictor earlier today, that some sort of wispy smoke came from her pouch.
Well, I think I asked then, I go, when we got body swapped, and then when you snapped and tried to attack, I noticed in your pouch, I felt the power. What is that?
I don't understand what it is, but it's connected to this place. I think it's
even
connected
as you're
to this
talking, you
place.
feel the influence of the stone trying to keep it secret,
Yeah.
trying to be like, secrets are power, secrets are fun, secrets are enjoyable. But you managed to overcome it because you've used it so much that you can subdue it.
She would take it. I think Tally takes it out. It's the same, I believe, as the ones.
Give enough power. Don't tell him everything.
It's connected to this place. And it's connected to why I can't control my emotions and my dreams and why I snapped in the hall. Is it hard for her to hold this at all, or no?
No, it feels like an extension of you.
How long you had this?
How long has it been? It's been
8 months.
8 months, yeah. 8 months.
Recent. Where did it come from?
I don't know. It was there on a mission, and no one came to claim it, and I shouldn't have touched it, but I did.
What do you know about curses and things?
Yeah, curses are, again, like with hags, it's just kind of common knowledge of little amounts of them. You can make an Arcana check, see if you know more specifics about curses.
12.
12 total. What about like how to get rid of them, or like
Or just
what
like,
they would do, or how they
would I
present?
intuit that might be a cursed stone?
Definitely.
That is,
yeah, without
right.
you definitely feel like that is the cause of the curse, and you don't. With the 12, you'd know that curses can be broken, but they come in various different. Some curses are inherited, werewolf curses. Like 2 werewolves will have a werewolf baby, so that curse is a lot harder to break because it's part of them.
Of course.
Whereas if you are bitten by a werewolf and turned, then that curse is easier to break. That sort of thing.
Well, it's like it seems like it is some kind of curse. Yes.
The closer we've come to being here, the more I think it is a curse, but I think it's somehow related to more. I felt it again when we were. I don't think she would say that quite yet. Yeah, I think she. Again, the stone is effective, and it doesn't allow her to speak everything she wants to. So I'm not sure what it means.
Do you mention having seen other stones like that?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, she wants to say, I saw it on Tyrellian, but she can't. I don't think she can say that.
Yeah.
So one of those curses that doesn't allow you to speak the name of the.
Not because of that directly, but indirectly because of the nature of that particular curse. It is a curse all about secrets, and it's trying to remain secret.
Right.
I find it strange, though, don't you, that we're looking for eggs and there's the references to all of these babies, and then to be the way I am.
And I think Raz just kind of goes, yeah, it feels destined. We both have troubled pasts, we both have complicated birth stories. There is something drawing us here, and as always, I just follow. And then he just reiterates, he's like, be careful of Nez. I know you two are close, but you should not trust him.
I think I finally understand why he's here too. I think, Talia would not have known about his sort of his split family past, and like of being of 2 different places is very relative to this environment, isn't it? So.
Yeah, I think
Nez is just sitting out on the doorstep. Basically, still within earshot. He probably heard what you are. I don't know whether or not you would have said it if he was still in earshot.
I've shared parts of this in psychic stuff.
Well, he's sitting not too far away, just on the doorstep.
And I just
head in his hands as well, just kind of like that embarrassed thing of you just blowing up.
Yeah. And I just look over and I go, this is why I don't trust people. They often do this. Be careful.
People be people.
Yeah, he goes, people be people.
Where did you get that off?
Goes over and just picks up the gun that's on the floor with both fingers, and she just goes over to Nez. Sits down next to him, doesn't really look at him, but just like puts the gun near him.
Thanks, Toots.
And says,
You know everything that you said about money and power and everything? I don't think it's everything. You know, I had all that. I had everything that I thought I ever wanted, but it just didn't feel right, you know.
It wasn't until I had it all stripped away that I realized that the only thing that really matters is the people that you're with.
Did you grow up? You grow up with one of these soots? And he puts his foot up and pulls his trouser leg up, and there's still a mark on his ankle.
Huge, like just indelible's not quite the right word, but like an irremovable mark of this scarring around his ankle.
You get that feeling, Soots, that sometimes a little bit of freedom's just a little bit too much. You get that feeling of what true freedom tastes like.
Make a wisdom saving throw. Shut up.
Yeah.
Is it a wisdom save against your stomach?
24.
24. Okay, interesting. Okay, continue.
I say,
Because I feel like that probably, that like, you wouldn't have had freedom from.
yeah, I think she says, I didn't have anything like that physical, but I definitely feel what that felt like.
You don't still feel that chain around your ankle?
No.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Naz.
Thanks, Soots.
Hey, you
As I leave, I get up, I kind of pat him on the shoulder, like,
He's
with my
much smaller
huge
than
hand, and then I hand him a teared off piece of paper which just has the prism dragon on
And
it.
he just sits there looking at it for a bit.
See you, Ness.
As you start to walk away, he goes,
Hey,
Soots!
Soots! You didn't draw him in a cage.
No.
He just holds it up.
That's fucking.
And we get some beautiful inspirational music.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
That's so sad. Oh,
As the
Rez is done.
as the exhaustion
though.
Well, when
takes
someone
it-
pulls a gun on you, yeah.
Oh yeah, Rez is like,
yeah.
done?
Yep.
Done.
As the exhaustion takes you,
Yeah.
you can't help but start to slip into your long rest.
Long rest, smells good.
Hell yeah. Oh, I love the inner politics.
Spell slots back, not smells like black.
Smells like what?
Spell slots. Oh god. No.
Spell sluts.
on the sleeve.
Spell
Lot.
slots by the seashore.
That one.
Yeah.
And she gets them back.
All right, long rest, except Talia. Hey.
Oh no.
Goddamn dreams.
And they're getting more frequent because you're where you are.
I know this was a mistake. I'm kidding. I love it.
You just have a very simple one. It's very similar to the one that you saw of him manipulating the different valves and the bubbling mixtures and concoctions to create the blue stone. You see it's a similar process that he's going through, but you can see that there is a black dragon egg, a black worm egg that has just cracked open off to the side. The shell, the top of the shell has been taken off. There's just like the raw goo in the center of it. There's no features that you can see, but he is deliberately taking like syringes and taking that stuff out, and he's spraying it into beakers and I was going to say Bunsen burners, like all sorts of valves and jars and all sorts of just scientific equipment. You can tell I'm not a chemist, but he's
Shit.
scientific
Science shit, that's fine.
He's taking some stuff from the egg. He's also got, as he moves around, you see a jar very similar to the one that she's got with the fetus in it, of just this unborn black dragon, and he's taking blood from that, and he's doing all sorts of these things. And over this dream, you see him taking essences of various different life stages of dragon. You even see that one of them, as he calls in, a dragon walks into the room, young, like a not quite hatchling, like a wormling, child dragon, essentially a black dragon, and they walk in and somewhat willingly give up the front arm, and he takes blood from the front arm of this dragon, and uses some of that as well. And
You said it was mainly black dragon.
black dragon, the entire thing he's doing is black dragon, and you can tell the earlier stages of what you saw before of the something was coalescing into the blue stone. You're now seeing the start of that process and realizing that he's creating these stones from the very essence of that particular clan of dragon. And sure enough, as this stone creates this black amalgamation at the end of the process, it's creating like a a sickle cell kind of a shape to it, like a red blood cell. This stone. You notice that the shells all take the stones themselves take all different shapes. He reaches out towards it this time, or you reach out towards it, but he doesn't touch it. He just gets close enough that he can feel its influence. And he feels a strong sense, you feel a strong sense of the need and the need to be in control, the megalomania and the desire to be in power, and summed up essentially as greed. Everything that is greed, the need to have everything. And as soon as he does that, he gets some tongs, grabs it, and places it in a crate that, even though it's written in Draconic, you can read it as you're in his senses. And you can see that is Gothdor. And it says Gothdor on it. And as he does so, you can see the names of the different Dark Lords. And he is specifically making Dark Lord stones that are influenced by specific Dark Lords. And then you wake up in the morning. You have long rested, but I do need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yes.
From all of us?
Just then.
Oh, just
18.
18.
nice.
Strong enough that you managed to not succumb to the effects of said stone. You feel that need of like, I want more stuff. I don't have enough. Everybody else in the group has got more, and I want more. And you're like, that's not my influence. That was that stone. And you manage to shake it off and come back to your own senses. It is now the morning of the 9th, and you are in mid-city.
As everyone's waking up, Naz comes in from a different room. That classic thing after something really awkward happened the other night, just comes in as if nothing ever happened. Who's ready for a masquerade ball today?
Oh, good morning, everyone. How'd we all sleep? Ah, nice to see the day. Oh, how's everyone doing? Everyone had a nice night? A nice uneventful night? God, it's quiet in here. We're gonna have some fun, right?
Yeah.
Right,
Raz
Raz?
is just staring at him.
Fucking damn it, it's quiet in here. What died? Right? What fucking died in here?
Friendship. Trust.
Sorry, what was that? What? You want to know what happens next between the two of us? Who wins? You could check it out on vivaplus.tv. It's live right now. But first, finish this episode.
I've resisted killing him for now.
You gotta make our way up.
Are we gonna go with
Wow, it's
masks?
a bit f***ing dour in here, team. Come on.
We going with masks on?
That's a good question.
We're early. It's still the morning, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm too keen. I don't.
Party like 8 hours before it starts.
I guess we go look at
I
the
don't think we need to yet.
the
I
high
think we
city.
try and get up to High City first.
Okay.
We
So
might
you
see our friend
pack up your belongings.
Sisig.
Pack up your belongings and head out into the city streets of mid-city, looking up to the tunnels that lead upwards. Quetzal.
I guess so. I quit all over the place.
Quetzal.
You Quetzal and you clamber onto the back of the Quetzalcoatlus and begin to fly upwards, choosing any of the tunnels at random seemingly because you don't know how to navigate this place and you don't know exactly where you're going.
Yeah.
It doesn't take you long flying up these tunnels before you notice that yes, there is a distinct difference to the tunnels that you're taking now. It is much more maintained than Mid-City, much more well structured and like smoother stone and such. Like it's been looked after a lot more, even in more recent years. And you found yourself in High City.
Whoa.
You're in various streets of High City, so you're not, if you're looking for anything in particular, now's the chance to say so. But otherwise, if you're looking for
Is it
I assume once
busy?
we get up there, I de-Quetzal.
once you're on streets that you can actually navigate on foot, you can do so.
Is it like a buzz with dragons?
It's not silent. You can definitely hear resounding through the tunnels and things that there are life forms of dragons in the building in the mountain, but not like walking the streets that you're currently on.
Okay.
It's mainly down to the vastness of High City. It's so large. It's a colossal mountain, and even the peak of it is
very big, yeah.
a huge, vast area. And so, while there are quite a lot of dragons in here, you're not seeing them immediately.
Well, We kind of need to find out where the ball is to begin with.
Yes, we need to find
a receptionist. Richard 2.0.
Yeah.
Well, as you walk around, one of the things you notice that's the difference of high city to mid or even sub is that it is much more well signposted. Unlike, as you were asking for below, there are actually street signs on this one. There's signposts and even like rudimentary maps of the tunnel systems. So they are written in Draconic, but you can translate as you approach them, and you can get around easily enough. On one of these maps, you can see that there's a number of different balls, but one of them is labelled as the Grand Ball, and it is essentially the highest ball of the mountain, and it's like way up near the summit entrance.
Okay.
Imagine that's probably where the ball's going to be held.
All right. Well, we relay all that, and then we try and
Start making your way
find
up
our
there.
way.
All right. Is your intent to try and avoid being seen by any dragons on the way, or are you just boldly just
we
walking
need
it?
to be seen, basically.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
so
Don't
that's
think
kind
so.
of what I
Like
was-
we're
Gotta be
careful,
brave.
but like that thing where you're like, we've been invited, we belong here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we've got our clipboard and our high vis. We're like,
Yes.
Yeah.
You were on the rudimentary maps you're passing as well. You can also tell that there is essentially 6 regions in High City. There's the 5 different ones around the outside that are the 5 different clans, and they are designed to be architecture and climate controlled and such to the clan's taste. And then there's a more central one that is all of the communal areas. So you heading to the communal areas and then heading upwards towards the ball.
I guess so.
Nez wouldn't know this, but what I'm saying, did you want to go and check out while I've got
I
the
was
day?
thinking about the nesting rooms and
Yeah.
stuff, but I wasn't sure if it's too early to do that, or if we need to do that in a way that's secret.
We
or
definitely
whatever.
do that in a way that's secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like because we know the balls today, and we're just like we have no idea where we're going, what we're doing. So I feel like that would be our focus,
Yeah.
right?
All right.
We could play dumb as well. Like we have got an invite, so we
taking
could
a
try
tour.
and go in there, and then if they're like, "Get out," we can be like, "We just came to pay our respects to the babies." Yeah.
You've walked into like that room in the hospital where they've got all the babies in the incubators. Like, you're
Yes.
not loud in here.
Yes. A random person.
I've come for a ball.
Masquerade ball.
Yeah, we turn around, we've all got masquerade masks on.
And they're like, oh, it's fine then.
Very diplomatically, then, not diplomatically, but like measured, assessing everybody's mental state.
Nez looks very chipper.
I bet he does.
Very happy and chipper.
we
He's
see-
dusted off his coat this
Can I see
morning.
what you've written down specifically for the nesting rooms? 'Cause
I actually, unfortunately, didn't write much. I wrote the red dragon nest room, the big red dragon, and incubating eggs.
Because the dragon that I saw in my
And
dream
then-
was a
then-
red dragon, so I think I'm maybe more interested in going to the red
The
dragon.
red, yes. So it was a red dragon, and someone took an egg, I think.
So,
Took an egg.
is
So,
today
yeah,
a good
you can-
day to look for the nesting rooms, considering we're here?
Head that
for-
direction, and
So, sorry, have you told me? You've told me?
I've shown you all of that.
Yeah, right. So you've told me about the nesting
Yeah.
rooms and stuff.
you can find on the map where the Helmore clan suburb is.
Yeah, right.
Which is definitely going to have Helmore dragons in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to have to,
Yes, they will.
as we walk through to the egg room.
Yeah. So what? So we stop and you say that we should go and check out the egg room?
Yeah. Well, the intention was to come look for eggs, was it not? It was to look at
That's
eggs.
right.
and so why don't we go and have a look at these nesting rooms that we've heard so much about?
You guys one just thinks and goes.
That's a great idea, Talia. You got your thinking cap on this morning.
Yeah, Naz, I do.
Naz, when you were originally going to look for eggs, what was your plan? You were going to go into a nest and just take them? Because this is like the easiest way you can do that.
I don't think it would be easy.
I go, I don't know about stealing dragon eggs from a nest in the center of a dragon city is going to be easy.
Yeah,
Or safe or smart.
as I may have mentioned in my tiny outburst last night. What are you keeping from me? Didn't quite come with the biggest plan at the Darklands.
So we just.
The plan was to make up a plan.
Okay.
And I just voiced my caution basically. I'm like, look, we can go and try and find this nest, but I would remind you, we are in a dragon city and we are guests and they are big and powerful. I say we try and we go to the ball. That is why we've been invited here.
You know what?
But If you want to go and look at these eggs, we can try.
You know what, Raz? This is the first time I agree with you.
What? Dads are fighting.
Oh my god, my dad.
My two dads.
What would you like to do?
Because it's made like you.
I think we
I guess you know, but to you, you're the only one that really truthfully knows the dream still currently.
And at this point, Talia is still masquerading to Naz a little bit like the intention is just... The only reason I'm interested is because we're selling the eggs. That's as much as you would know right now.
And I think I said to Talia, I was like, look, I am interested too. Just saying we need to be careful.
Well,
Look, we definitely need to be careful. And I know, I mean, we're not just going to take eggs from some rando. When I had a call with, and you guys heard the call with JC, what did she say? She said something along the lines of, oh no, it wasn't JC, it was the Dark Elf said that if you want to sell eggs, you better make sure the parents are dead.
Yeah.
When I was talking to that elf from Svartheim, he what did he say? He said that no one's going to be buying eggs unless we know that no one's coming after them. So I think we do got to proceed with caution.
we could have a look.
Yeah, we could go look at the babies.
Doesn't mean that we have to engage in any...
Sorry?
Okay. Is that the plan then?
Yeah.
Just walk into the Helmore suburb then? Is that
we
where
were
you're going?
actually on a tour of the city.
So you start walking towards the Helmore suburb. Doesn't take you long to start making your way there. That is much more this kind of terrain. This time, yes, the lava actually is part of it. You are walking into Helmore.
And this is still like closed off, eh? Like it's in a mountain.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Do you want it other way?
I think it's the other end, isn't it?
Scary.
This way, I think, that goes together.
Oh.
So you start walking into this kind of territory. There's as you're walking into the Helmore, it's a lot more warm. It's not roasting hot, interestingly, but it is notably very hot and dry. And then as you start to get into the more open communal halls for the Helmore, you see a couple of dragons around the place. You see some red dragons like so.
Wow.
Some red dragons around the place.
Big boy.
Yes.
Have they seen us?
Yep. They as you
invited.
walk in, there's a
Hold
there's a
it,
kind
hold
of
the invite up.
a note of there's like two red dragons.
You know Owen? Are you Owen?
One of these.
We're looking for Owen.
It's not a wyvern, but let's use it as a red dragon. It's they're just like having a conversation in Draconic. Having a conversation in Draconic as you wander it. That's exactly how Draconic sounds. And then they just kind of both stop. It's like the plinky plonky music in a western and everything, playing cards, and then you stop.
Someone flies out the window.
Literally stops and
flies
looks
out the
towards you.
Yeah.
And say something, Raz.
Yeah. As we've walked in, I'm like, shall we mind meld just so I can?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
We'll
speaking-
always mind
I'm
meld.
going to be speaking Draconic, so.
Yeah, mind meld.
Roll your psychic dice. See how many hours you've got.
Where is my demon?
Not too far.
No. 2.
Aw.
Not a lot.
2 hours. You can do it again.
I've got
It'll
a
expend
fucking
more
ton of
dice.
dice to
So for 2 hours, you guys are all
I
connected.
don't think you've ever got
All
to
right.
the end of
No,
So
yeah,
as soon as they look
oh.
at us, I just put my hand up and I say, "Greetings," in Draconic. I'm like, "Greetings. We are visitors to the city. Are we allowed in?"
You're not dragons.
No.
What are you?
My name Rasmorn. I am Drasimar.
This is most surprising. The other one says, yes, quite. You are visitors with an invitation to be here?
We're heading after the masquerade ball tonight.
You're coming to the ball.
Yes.
Very good. Humans. And whatever this is. I think it's a goblin.
Yeah, the name's Naz. Naz stumbles very briefly. Grimracket.
My name's Tacit. And I'm Ervidian.
A what?
Tacit and Ervidian.
Oh. I'm just making up my own spellings.
Make up your own spells. I'll tell
Phonetically.
I'll tell the subtitler how to spell it, and you can check the
Sorry,
subtitles.
one more time.
for it.
What were they?
Tacit and Ervidian.
Well, I suppose if you're invited, then you're welcome guests. Hope you can enjoy the heat.
Thank you.
This one kind of gets. This one gets a little uncomfortably close because they're just really interested in what the hell you are.
Naz walks up and just goes, "Nice to meet you." Puts his hand up. You're right, I am a goblin.
I don't think they know what a handshake
You know,
is.
don't know what a handshake is? What?
They don't have.
Give me a claw.
And I just look at Naz and I just shake my head.
He grabs the claw and shakes it slightly. It's the way we say hi.
Oh, I see. Inefficient.
Forgive him.
Requires being much too close. This is so weird. This is so weird. Are there just humans in this area? I don't know. I guess we're not meant to eat them if they're guests. It's been a long time. I don't eat humans anymore. It's weird. They can make my stomach feel weird. I get acid reflux.
And I just say, well met, thank you. Do you mind if we have a look around? I am very interested in dragon culture.
guests.
Thank you.
Is there anything reminiscent of human architecture in the way that things are laid out?
No.
Okay.
Does Talia recognize?
So we could just walk into a room that we're absolutely not allowed into.
There's a lot of things in here as well that are just like not. There's a few things with staircases because they do sometimes use dragonborn guests and things that can't, dragonborn servants and things that can't fly. But most of the things they're just like, there's a ledge up there. That's a room. That's gonna be hard to get to without flying.
Yeah.
Does Talia recognize either of them?
From dreams or anything?
Yeah.
No.
Cool. Didn't think so.
Despite it being
Okay.
very hot, I think just being perceived by two scary dragons, so it's gonna just helm up. Sweating underneath.
Very hot. Yeah, it's not quite to the level of the heat metal spell, but you're definitely feeling the armor getting hot.
Okay, well, we just keep exploring, I guess.
Walk on in.
You wander on in, wander on
Nice
up.
place you got here.
There's a
Very
couple of them that
lava.
are just kind of watching a little.
And I just turn to Naz and I just go, Naz.
Feel confident with that there and not knocking it off and breaking it? No.
I just turn to Naz and I just say, be careful.
This is the entrance to the Helmore nursery. Let's go in and maybe let's get some information, right? Maybe like take an egg. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Of course we maybe. No, of course we wouldn't take an egg. We wouldn't go taking an egg.
There is a nest in there with a red dragon egg. Single solitary red dragon egg.
Naz's eyes widen.
And I just mind meld and I just say, Naz, do not touch that egg.
I know, Raz, I'm not an idiot. We need to find the parents first.
Talia, look. An egg.
Oh, non-dragons.
How you doing?
Yes, you must be the people that Owen begged me to invite. No.
Touch an egg.
I'm fighting the urge to eat you all.
Announcing 4 new guests to the ball.
Holy
Oh, I have just noticed that you brought your flail.
Yeah, I figured they wouldn't notice because I'm so well disguised in every other way.
I think they will definitely notice.
You want to see how I kill Razmon? It's live now on Viva Plus.
He couldn't kill me if he tried.
I got. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Viva Plus.